It has been an honor for me to serve as your President of the General Assembly, and I would just like to thank a couple people first off who have really made this experience amazing for myself. Firstly, the student officers behind me who have always been excellent. Whenever I walked into the committees, I was just amazed at how professional they were. So I would really appreciate if we could give a big round of applause to all student officers. Thank you. Secondly, I'd like to thank the admin staff who worked day and night, printing copies, passing notes. They were really exceptional. And without them, they're the backbone of this conference. Without them, none of this would have happened. Thank you very much. I would also like to thank the MUN directors for their work in the approval panel, as well as preparing all the delegates. You did a fantastic job, and I think the results really show that. And last but most certainly not least, I would like to thank you, the delegates. This is my last MUN conference, and you guys have really made it exceptional. The debate that I saw was... Thank you. The debate that I saw was like none other, and you really made this conference remarkable, so thank you very much. For me to yield the floor to 4 people who during the entire conference helped me, get used to the place, know what to do, and who were also a great help to everyone throughout this conference, the Deputy Secretary Generals.
Honorable President of the General Assembly, the lovely Madam Secretary General, Your Excellencies, respected Board of Directors and Advisors, distinguished guests and VIPs, beloved student officers and MUN directors, resourceful and efficient admin staff, and last but never least, dear delegates. We thought long and hard about a way to sum up the past week. A speech seemed too mundane, a poem didn't quite cut it either, and after trying to think of a dance, we finally realized that the only way to do it justice was to do what you've been doing so well for this past week. And that, dear delegates, is to write a resolution. Hopefully, ours will display at least a fraction of the quality of yours. We will now read out the resolution, and we dare say that no amendments will be needed.
Forum, THIMUN 2011. Question all, the SG Larinoniers amazingness. Made submitted to the executive team. The executive team, recalling previous THIMUN successes, bearing in mind the amount of planning and work which went into the preparation of this conference. Applauding Lara's dedication and commitment to making this the best THIMUN yet. Noting with concern that Madam Secretary General is insanely modest and does not take enough credit for her efforts.
Most esteemed student officer team, fellow executive team, honorable board of directors and conference management, dear delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, THIMUN 2011 is slowly coming to an end, the week we had all been looking forward to for the past year. For many of you, it will only be a goodbye until next January in 2012, but for many, including me, this has been the last THIMUN. Enjoyed having had the honor to represent THIMUN this year as a Secretary General. But yet, it takes a lot more than representation to run a conference with over 3,000 participants.
I would like to start by thanking the Board of Directors and the conference management of THIMUN, who do not only make THIMUN possible every year, but who also helped me many times, who were great guidance during the months of preparation. I'd like a big round of applause. Second, the student officer team. You were the ones giving the conference a face during the week. It is because of your inspiration that the delegates will leave this conference with an experience they will never forget. And it is because of your hard work that this week went by so smoothly. If I could, I would love to introduce every single one of them to you, but due to time constraints, I would like for a big round of applause for your chairs. For coming to The Hague, for your hard work that you put into this conference, and this way making it the 43rd successful THIMUN, because after all, it is you that form the heart of this conference. And last but not least, it is my honor to introduce to you the executive team of THIMUN 2011. I will start with Jules Kortenhorst, Catherine Palladot, the heads of admin, and their deputies Niels Althuis and Harry Dry, alongside their amazing and capable admin teams. Although their job is mostly behind the scenes, they have been a great support throughout the week and were always very reliable. Thank you so much. I will now continue with my fellow Deputy Secretaries General, Laura Gill. As Deputy Secretary General responsible for disarmament and APQ, you did more than an amazing job, always being ahead of things, and most definitely, I would like to thank you for your great sense of humor that got us through our meetings, and surely your truly honest personality. Thank you so much. Being responsible for the Human Rights Commission and Special Conference, you managed to handle the two biggest committees present at THIMUN, alongside always having plasters for blistered feet and a piece of chocolate when we definitely needed it. Thank you so much for your incredible abilities and multitasking. We could not have done this without you. Thank you so much for having been the calming influence on our team, which we definitely needed during our heated meetings and during the whole week. I admire you for your persistence as you had to walk to the museum to take care of ECOSOC a couple of times a day. Thank you. And David Olivier Dillette. For the second time in a row, it has been a great pleasure for me to work with you. Your knowledge and experience in MUN, and also your sense for professionalism in this task, make you irreplaceable to the team. Thank you so much. I hope that this week has been a great success for you. Many good speeches were held, many questions were asked and answered, and many resolutions written, debated, and passed. It is, however, probably of great importance to understand that the resolutions we pass here may not and also will not change the world. However, one thing that all of us must realize is that it's not the implementation of these resolutions that counts, but it's the ideas you put into them that came from your creative minds. You should always remember that it does not matter where you decide to go, whether it be working for an NGO, joining politics, or the economy. It is undoubtedly that these ideas can be a kickoff for something which can have a great and direct influence on your future lives and whatever you decide to do with them. Like last year's Secretary General, Alessandro Guilherme, I did not have the chance to take any pictures during the week, which is why I would love to take a photo of you now.